Hello and hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are continuing on with our Slumber Island series. So without further ado, I am so excited to show you guys my Fairycore Slumber Island. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Going ahead and jumping into our speed build here, I wanted to start off on the right side with this little mushroom forest, kind of do the Fairycore mushroomy vibes. I knew that I wanted all of these mushrooms to be like fun colors. I thought that could be super cool. So I know that I mix in a couple of white ones and a couple of brown ones, but for the most part, it is pretty colorful mushrooms. I wanted more like filler items in this area, but unfortunately I just couldn't really fit a lot of them in there. I didn't have too much room, but I did try to make it seem more cluttered and full by putting that leaf pathing on the ground. I thought that would be kind of cool. I also meant to, throughout the entirety of the island, put in more of the trees, because I do have this in cherry blossom season right now, but I was trying to put one there right now, but it literally wouldn't fit. But I just couldn't get a lot of them to fit where I wanted them. So it was more of just like, sacrifice the trees for actual items that go with the theme. So if this was like a big island and I had way more space, tons and tons of the beautiful cherry blossom trees would be everywhere. It would look so good. It would be very cute. Again, I'm just filling in the space, making it look super cute, and then just adding some sweet little custom codes for a dash of extra fun. You know how it goes. I also stuck with the white hyacinths and the pink hyacinths for my main flower. I use a lot of flowers on the island, but those are like my two main gals. I thought that those were perfect for this Fairycore theme. I wanted a lot of pink, but not too much pink, because it's not pink, it's Fairycore, you know? Also, Plains Party Light Arch. Beautiful, perfect little Fairycore item. Literally, brilliant decision, brilliant. Just trying to make sure that the whole island fits that Fairycore aesthetic. Just trying to fill in the blank spaces and then finishing off the entrance-y area here. I do put those little flowers and the mushroom circle especially down in a lot of places. I'm absolutely obsessed with those codes. They look so cute. And then those mushrooms that I just put on top of it are the perfect mushrooms to match. Now, I did preemptively put down the rock garden and a couple of other things just because I wanted to make sure I had it mapped out perfectly. And then I also wanted to make sure that I had enough space for all the pathing I wanted to put. So that's why you're seeing that rock layout there. And then I wanted to make sure that the pergola fit in the middle. Or pergola. I just wanted to make sure that it fit in the middle perfectly. And then I started by mapping out where I wanted what colors of the flowers to be. Just picking like a random one in each color. And then you'll kind of see in just a moment that I do go back and replace some of those with different, the same color family, but different types of flowers, because I wanted some variety. I didn't want all the same flowers throughout the entirety of this rainbow flower field. I do really like the hyacinths. Those are probably my favorite Animal Crossing flower. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Animal Crossing flower is. I would love to hear it. Or I guess they're real flowers too. They're not just in Animal Crossing. So I guess that was a little silly. Moving on, I love to line the back of my island with fence, as you've probably seen 1,000,001 times before by now. Just this white fence is like beautiful. I use it all the time in almost every color that's ever existed. And then you're gonna see I kind of remembered here, oh shoot, I need to actually get the trees in, so that's why I'm like scrambling to put them down. And then years ago, I saw Froggy Crossing over here on YouTube on her Fairycore Island Storybook do a fairy neighborhood with the dollhouses, and I thought that was the most brilliant Animal Crossing idea I have ever seen. So I knew instantly that I wanted to do a little like fairy neighborhood. Hers definitely turned out much cuter than mine did. It was like on different levels, and it was really just like something that I hadn't seen before. But I was working with the space that I had. And then I did put a code on that sign that I put down, and it says beware of fairies. And if you're interested in any of the codes that I do use in this video, they're all down in the comments or down in the description below per usual. So if you are interested in downloading any of them, then you can go ahead and find them there. And then I don't think I said, but I am using, oh gosh, I can't even remember what the bush is. But the bush that I'm using does have flowers on it, I should say, which I don't usually do that, but I thought maybe like for fun, a touch of it could be cool. Add more to that pink that I wanted. And then again, just dropping the little mushroom items everywhere, because I thought they were so cute. At first, I had no idea how I wanted to do this little space right here, but then I dug back to my roots of loving picnic spots, and I put a little picnic area for our little fairies and such to enjoy, and then just kind of filling it in with like basic Fairycore related clutter. So flowers, mushrooms, codes, butterfly models were like really good. You can kind of see in the background right now, the butterflies are going ham on those flowers. They're so excited to have flowers there. It's just so cute. I love the butterflies. It just adds to the aesthetic. Also with the cherry blossom leaves falling everywhere, literally it's perfect. Chef's kiss. Perfect. Love it. And then I did forget to put some butterfly models down here, so you're gonna see me go back and do that really fast, but I promise it didn't take me too long to get those all in place where I wanted. And then another thing I was stumped on was the residence home yard, because I had lots of ideas until I sat down to actually plan out this island, and then it's kind of like my brain like evaporated. I don't know what happened. I did want to use the bamboo because I thought the bamboo tree like added a touch of green and looked like interesting compared to everything else going on. So I apologize if you feel like that's out of place, but I do think it looks super cute and I'm not upset with it at all. Oh, and then I did try the most microscopic amount of water terraforming. I hate water terraforming. I don't know if I just don't like it because I'm not good at it, or if I just don't like it because it genuinely is awkward and annoying to do, but any chance I get, I'm not doing it. But I put a tiny waterfall in a pond in, so I hope that that's okay. Moving on, I thought that a little gyroid farm in front of our residence home would be super cool. But for whatever reason, I couldn't figure out how you bury something on these like dream islands. So I'm sorry if you know how to bury something and you're like getting annoyed with me not knowing. I just genuinely couldn't figure it out, and I forgot that Google is a tool that I can use, so I could have looked it up, but I guess I didn't. I don't know. But like I said, we're just making a little gyroid farm, so something very cute and can fill a lot of space depending on how big you make it. I made it small to match the resident's home, but could be pretty big. You never know. I know that the mosquito trapped in amber is a little silly looking there, but I do like it a lot. I think it's kind of fun and adds a pop of color along with like the little mushroom. Just something unique to look at compared to all the little wiggly gyroids. And I always forget that the gyroids come in different colors. But if you have gyroids, you should customize them so that they look fun. And then again, just filling in the space with my typical filler stuff. And I also got stuck back there. I couldn't realize that you couldn't get out, and instead of moving things, I just went around. And then remembered that I wanted trees everywhere, so there I am filling all of that in. And then I'm going to add more plants and more codes and probably a butterfly model. I can't remember. I love that little bunny item. You see me probably use that a lot, but I do genuinely really like it. I think it's super cute, so I try to use it in every place that I can. I like the gray and white one because it kind of looks like my sister's cat. So it's kind of fun to see the gray and white one there. Reminds me of him. And then just trying to get mushrooms everywhere that I can because it's Fairycore. Let's go ahead and get started on our tour of our Fairycore Slumber Island Thistle. So as you saw in the tour, you come off the dock here and go to the right, and we have this beautiful mushroom forest. I'm actually obsessed with it. And then if we keep going over this way and then up to the left, we have a sweet little picnic here, and then a long path passing our rock garden with the rainbow flower field. Really, really like that part. And then over here we have a little fairy neighborhood. I used the little doll houses to make a little fairy neighborhood, which I think is super cute. I wasn't sure what else to add to kind of add some dimension, but I am really happy with the way that it turned out. And then just over here is our residence yard, where we have a very beautiful and unique gyroid farm. I just want to go ahead and thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any future Slumber Island ideas or suggestions, I would love to hear them in the comments down below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more Animal Crossing related content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!